this 18-minute meditation, we will explore what the idea of being in the flow of joy brings forward for us. For some, it may bring up challenging energies that conflict with feeling joy. For some of us, it may be doubt and fear of being able to hold more joy. In being able to hold space for what comes up for us, we open ourselves to give space to what is here, but also to expand and open to a potential to experience a deeper well of joy, to be able to hold more joy. And what is that like? And also to experience it more often. My name is Jenn Berkelmans, and I will be your guide through this meditation. Meditation is the practice of quietly connecting to the deepest, wisest, and most connected aspect of ourselves. It's a time of sacred connection within, but also of allowing your outward experience to be just as it is. This is the perfect act of self-love. I look forward to exploring this time together with love. Allowing yourself to settle in, to get comfortable, and just taking a moment or a few moments here to just arrive. Often when we come from any aspect of our life and we come to meditation, there's an adjustment from doing and going and being out in the world and then coming into stillness. Just allowing the body and the energetic body to have a moment to adjust, to settle into the stillness. Allowing your body to come to rest. And bringing your focus and your awareness inside of yourself to your inner world, your inner experience. And our intention here is simply to allow everything to be here as it is. For your mind to be allowed to be as it is, your thoughts, your emotional experience, your body experience. Everything being allowed to just be as it is in this moment. You start by bringing awareness to the breath. What I find is by tuning in to the breath, it can be a great indication as to the rest of our experience. Often when we're feeling tense, when we are feeling emotionally reactive or challenging, our breath will also feel tight and restricted and intense. When we are fully relaxed, our breath will be slow and easy and smooth. And so by simply bringing awareness to the breath, to the flow of the breath, we can get an indication of how our body is, how our emotions are, how our mind is doing. Noticing the inhale versus the exhale. Noticing if it feels smooth and easy to breathe, or maybe there's areas of holding, restriction. And our intention here is simply to notice it as it is and to allow it to be as it is. We're not making anything wrong or bad. It's just about becoming aware holding space for yourself in this moment. And perhaps noticing your body experience and how your body feels in this moment. Noticing any areas of tension or holding, discomfort. Maybe you notice a sense of heat or coolness, tingling, and just bringing that into this space to be held here. Noticing your emotional experience and how you feel emotionally in this moment. Do you feel grounded, at peace? Do you feel frustrated, angry, sad? And just allowing all of those emotions and feelings to be here in this moment. You might notice that your mind tries to associate these emotions or maybe your body experiences with an explanation. I'm feeling angry because this is here because. And we want to let go of that association and just stick to what is here and just naming what's here and taking away that layer of our explanation. So instead of the anger is here because, we just notice that the anger is here. It's not right, it's not wrong, it's just here, and that's okay. And then maybe just taking a moment to notice your mind and how your thoughts are showing up in this moment. Do they feel very peaceful and still, or maybe they feel overwhelming, chaotic, reactive? And just acknowledging however your mind is showing up today, allowing that to be here in this space. And then we're going to bring our awareness back to where we started, back to the breath. And I want you to notice if any shifts have occurred simply by bringing our awareness in and focusing on our inner experience, noticing if any sensations have changed. Maybe you notice an opening, maybe you feel more grounded, more settled. Maybe you feel other things as well. Just acknowledging that. And I want you to bring to your awareness the idea of joy. The idea that your joy is important. The idea that following and allowing your joy is important. And the idea that you are meant to exist in the flow of your own joy. And I want you to just think of those statements as I was saying them. Allow them to be absorbed in this moment. It's just questions, not questions that you have to answer, but simply questions that we're going to get curious about. And I want you to first notice any initial thoughts in your mind that may come up around that. Maybe it's a questioning of what brings you joy. Maybe you don't feel you know what brings you joy. Maybe you question whether that can be true. You know, so much of what we're taught is that we're meant to follow this formula of finding a job that pays well and staying in it for so many years and entering into retirement, and that we're meant to work hard There can be many ideas that we're taught that contradict this idea of living in the flow of joy, of letting joy be the compass, of finding what lights us up. And we'll go a little bit deeper, and I want you to notice what emotions may be coming forward. Do you feel inspired by that idea that you get to be in the flow of joy, or this idea of following what lights you up? Does it feel scary? Does it feel overwhelming? Is there a sense of frustration or confusion? Maybe you don't know what lights you up or brings you joy. Maybe you feel like there's something wrong with you because you don't know what brings you joy. So just noticing what's coming up in your feeling, emotional experience, guilt, anger, frustration, peace, and just allowing all of that to be here. Again, letting go of this need to label why the emotions are here. We're just noticing that the emotions are here and holding space for them in this moment. Acknowledging their existence. And then moving into the body and noticing any prominent feeling experiences in your body, any areas of tightening or tension, maybe a sense of gripping, tingling, heat or cold, and just noticing what really stands out to you. And again, not making that wrong or right, or that it has to mean anything other than that's what's showing up in the body experience in this moment. And we bring that into this space to be held here. And I want you to bring to mind something that in the past or recent that brought you joy. It can be anything. It could be the taste of hot chocolate. It could be feeling the sun on your face. It could be the hug of a friend. It could be watching a sunset. I just want you to bring to mind one thing that brings you joy, that has brought you joy. And really letting go of this idea that you have to search for it or find it. Just letting whatever comes to the surface first come forward. And I want you to just remember as many details as you can about that moment, that experience. Bringing in the different senses, what you physically felt with your skin, maybe what you could smell, the different colors or things that you saw with your eyes, what you heard with your ears, maybe what you were tasting at the time. And really just feeling that experience. And I want you to now shift your awareness into your body, noticing where you feel that in your body. What are you feeling in your body? Are you feeling anything in your heart or your throat? Maybe your solar plexus or your sacral. And just anchoring into that in this moment. And I want you to put your hand or both hands on your heart. And repeat after me. I deserve joy. I deserve to be in the flow of joy. It gets to be easy. Joy is my fundamental right. And to acknowledge that even though in the past you may have followed what you thought you should do, you may have let fear overrule your desire for joy, that you can at any moment come back and center back into your body and come back to what feels good to do right now, what would feel joyous to do, what would feel inspiring to do right now. And that you can tune back into following your joy at any moment. You don't have to wait till you've done enough. You don't have to wait until you've achieved enough. You don't have to wait until you are enough. That you are worthy of your joy in this moment, regardless of what you do, what you give, what you bring to this world. That you are worthy of joy in every moment. And that joy can be found in every moment, even when we're experiencing challenge, even when we're experiencing hardship, that we can find joy in the smallest of details. That joy can be found in the next moment. It can be that anchor for us. With love.